Alright guys, welcome back to this channel. In today's video I'm going to show you guys what are the things that I consider and how I select a sample, what I base that upon, and how I go about getting the sample and selecting the sample that's right for my business that will serve my customer base for a long time. Alright, so I want to show you guys the process that I go through to personally find and select samples when I get it from Alibaba. Also, if you are just starting out with Amazon FBA or you have failed with Amazon FBA before, I have created a 8-part video series where I want to show you guys step by step how I went from 0 to 25K in 30 days with Amazon FBA. It's a completely free course, made for beginners who wanna be successful with Amazon FBA. I'm not selling anything at this point, so you can access the video and use this video as a guideline. I'm not trying to brag or try to guarantee any result. I just want to show you guys, show you guys and share with you guys my journey and what I did to get there. So hopefully that will help some of you to start your business with Amazon FBA. Also guys, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with somebody who would love to see it. Basically, recommend your friends, like this video, and leave some comments below if you have any question after you watch the video. I'll try to get back in and try to answer as much question I can on my off time. So hopefully you're gonna enjoy this video. If you have any question, you know how to reach me. Also, if you want me to make any specific video, reach out to me as well via comment below, so I'll try to get them up based on my availability. So in this video I'm going to talk about getting samples and what you should be focusing on while you are getting samples. So if you're getting sample and after you get sample, right, what I usually do, sometimes I buy the competition product and actually compare with my sample that I got. All right, I want my sample to be close to my competition sample who I'm going against, so I actually compare them both and see if the improvement that I wanted to make in my product is done right or not, basically. So that's a very big thing that lots of people don't teach you. Like the top level sellers always does that, and I'm teaching you because that's how you're gonna figure out you are going against your competition. It's better to have your product in your hand and really compare and feel both of the product to see if you feel those changes that was made on the sample that you get and what really the other sample has. That way you can have a better understanding of your product, basically. All right, so that's what I do. But after you get sample, you have to consider a few things. So the first thing that you have to compare is the price. So I will never say the less is better, because in Amazon there's a lot of competition. So you have to be out there being qualified as one of the seller who gonna serve a lot of customer for a long period of time. So what you really need to do is to have focus on the quality over quantity. So if you get a product and if you have to spend you should get multiple samples at all time, which is what I tell everybody all the time. Basically, you should get multiple samples. You should always go for the sample that has a quality but not expensive for the price. Based that if you might have to spend like 20-30 cents extra to make a product, basically you should, and it's gonna be much better in quality, you should go for that. Do not look for the product that's cheaper all the time, because that's gonna kill your business. Because you have to go out there, fight with the shark on the Amazon marketplace, right? And the only way you're gonna stand out is by going out there getting product that really has a quality to serve your potential customer for a long period of time. Like the swimming goggles, they're gonna buy it all year long, basically. All right, people get babies, they get children who goes to the swimming pool, swims. It's not only for the summer. Or people in Texas, St. Louis, those kind of places, it's summer all the time. Basically, Florida, it's summer all the time. People from those places gonna buy those goggles all the time, all year long, in all the cycles, right? So if you get a better quality product by spending a little bit more money, you should always go for that. And I do the same for my business too. I never go out there gonna get a cheaper product just because it's cheap. I'm gonna get a product that's not really expensive, but I'm gonna have margin to run ads and to test out the product. But I'm gonna get some product that has quality, basically. All right. So if for doing that, if I have to change, 5, 6, 7 sellers, I'm willing to invest that money for the sample. Believe me or not, for the first product that I get, I had to dispute. I actually got 12, 15, close to I think 15 samples basically, because I was really looking for that quality on the product. But you should not do that, because that just kills time. You should just start right away. You should see at least like 3, 4 samples and just decide which sample you're gonna go with. So that's very important. And the third thing that you need to look at is the seller communication skill. Means that you're going to work with somebody in China, right? And you have to see how responsive they are, how well they are speaking, do they understand you. You should always be patient with this seller, because English is not their first language. They never speak English until they get to the job, basically. So you should be speaking to them on the normal English that you always speak with. You should always do that, basically. And when you speak, be patient with them. Sometimes they don't understand. You have to send them a picture, you have to draw a picture, you have to put an error like, okay, this is what I don't like, this is what I like, stuff like that. So I actually try to accommodate as much as I can. I actually use tools to actually point out things for them, basically, so that they are not misunderstanding what I'm trying to say at all time. And that's what I do, and that's what you should do. You should be patient with them, and you should be patient with them and try to understand. But you should always see their responsive skill. Like if you ask a question, how long does it take for them to answer back? If they take 24 hours to answer back a question, if you need something in emergency, that's not the right seller that you're going to work with. You're going to work with the seller for a long period of time, and it's very important that you put a focus on getting a seller who is very responsive. You ask a question, they get the answer. They're willing to compromise. They're willing to send you a picture if you need for the samples for the product, basically. You need a flexible seller. You need to be flexible yourself, and you need to find a seller who is responsive. If the seller is not responsive, it's not a long-term vision for you. Scaling with the manufacturer, basically, that's why the reason why I always say that you have to work with the manufacturer, because they can always go out there and do more for you, basically. For example, if you find a winning product and it's a holiday season, right, and you just try to scale the product out, you want to get like 10,000 units of that product, right? So you have to find a manufacturer who can do that, basically, who have that capacity. And if they do not, if one seller missed out, or they do not have that capacity, you should go find another seller who really have that capacity and willing to help you out to make your vision come true. And that's what you're supposed to do, basically. If some seller cannot meet your if some manufacturer cannot meet your need, basically, there is no point of working with them. So if you need to make sure that even though you're gonna make a small order, in long term you need to find a manufacturer who can scale as you need, basically. They're willing to hire more people, they're willing to do the work for you, and they're willing to be there for you, basically, as you are there for them, things like that. All right, so these are the things that you need to focus on, and get more than one sample all the time, and test them out and see all this thing, because it's crucial for your business. Because I've talked to lots of sellers, and I'm doing this for a while, so I'm telling you what works and what you should really focus on. All right, I'm going to see you on the next video.